Live and Michigan's Best, and we continue our series Sweet Treat of the Week, brought to you by Michigan Sugar, makers of Pioneer Sugar. And today we've got a really special guest with us who is a young chef making a name for herself in the baking community. We've got Kamryn Chasnis with us from Kamryn's Creations. Kamryn, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
So I feel I should refer to you as Chef Kamryn. Is that all right?
I mean, you can.
How did you get started in baking?
So I've always loved baking ever since I was little, and I was actually watching MasterChef Junior, the show that I ended up competing on, and I went out in the kitchen and I made one of the dishes. And after that, I just grew to love it, and I just kept doing more recipes, growing my experience and all of my things I was learning, and I just kept practicing, and eventually people wanted to order things I was making, so I turned it into Kamryn's Creations.
Well, that's fantastic. Tell me a little bit more about what it was like to be on Junior Master Chef.
It was pretty crazy. I spent 2 weeks in LA with a bunch of different people from all over the US. I got to meet Gordon Ramsay, Christina Tozzi. It was like a whole Hollywood set. It was so crazy.
That's awesome. What an amazing experience, and to get to do it so young. How old are you, Kamryn?
I turned 16 2 days ago.
Woo, congratulations. Did you get your license?
Yes.
So now you can deliver your own wedding cakes.
Well,
yeah, as a former pastry chef, it is not fun to deliver a wedding cake.
yeah.
So we're going to get to Sweet Treat of the Week in a minute, but what have you been doing during the pandemic to still kind of bring some of your baked goods to your fans?
Well, I've been doing lots of live streams on Facebook and lots of decorating kits that people can pick up at my door, or I can drop off at their door, and then they join the live stream later in the day so they can still cook along and interact with me.
Oh, I love that idea. So you're putting together like a cookie kit with frostings and things, and then you kind of teach them how to do it online. That's an awesome service for people. I love it.
Yeah.
What a great idea. All right, well, let's get to Sweet Treat of the Week. And you picked something that it's kind of trendy right now, and it's actually incredibly hard to make. So I'm kind of glad you picked this. Tell me what you picked.
So I picked a French macaron. It is a very delicate sandwich cookie. And most people get it confused with the little coconut macaron, which is American. This is French, and they're super hard to make. I actually teach a class on how to make these, and they're super popular, so yummy. They taste like straight sugar, but they're also some of my favorite things to make.
Well, that's amazing. So these are the ones that have the two crispy meringue discs, and then it has a filling, creamy or buttercream or whatever you want to put in there. Yeah, they're absolutely delicious because they're crunchy and creamy and super yummy. But give us a couple tips if we were going to try to make these at home, because as you just said, they're difficult. What are a couple tips you would give us in order to make a French macaron at home?
Always make sure your egg whites are stiff peaks. If they're not stiff peaks, they're not going to work correctly. And the way you can check this is you can hold the bowl upside down, and if the peaks don't fall out of the bowl, you've successfully reached stiff peaks. And then also make sure when you're folding your batter that you're counting your folds and being very careful, because that is the make it or break it moment for your macarons, and you want to make sure that they're successful.
Absolutely. How about when you pipe them out on your sheet pan? What's a tip for that?
I use piping bags normally, and at my classes we use piping bags. You can use a Ziploc bag to pipe it, but just go very slowly, use a steady hand. You really can do most shapes and they'll be okay. Just try your best.
Good advice, no matter what you're making in the kitchen, right?
Yes.
Now, can people order French macarons from you? Is that one of the offerings that you have?
Yes, it is.
That's amazing. I love it. What are some of the other most popular things that you make?
Lots of cakes, tons of cakes. Cookie kits are also really popular right now. I'm doing cookie kits for Halloween. I'll have some more for Christmas. Those sell like crazy.
I love it. Well, I love a young entrepreneur, especially someone who is moving into the baking world, since it's so near and dear to my heart. Kamryn, thank you for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And where can people get more information about Kamryn's Creations?
You can go to Kamryn'sCreations.com or Kamryn's Creations on Facebook for all my information.
I like it. Well, I'm going to sign up for one of these videos and watch you in action and
Awesome.
You doing it. I love it. Well, special thanks to our sponsors, Michigan Sugar, makers of Pioneer Sugar. If you want to get more information about Sweet Treat of the Week and learn more about Kamryn and her creations, you want to head to mlive.com.